I was right. I was right, and I will never stop being right. Remember a couple months ago? I was like, hey, dudes, hey, bros, No Mercy is one of those games that these collective shout people, these woke, no life, have an ass, middle-aged Karens that love censorship, they basically took credit for having No Mercy removed and delisted from the what's it called again, from Steam. Yo, what's it called again? Fear the Beardo, thanks so much for the raid, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. So yes, collective shout, they took credit for getting No Mercy removed, and I said that this is just the start. I'm not defending No Mercy as a game. What I'm defending them for is the freedom of expression to make a game. It is an adult game, so it doesn't really matter anyways, but they're trying to save the children, which is their freaking Trojan horse, trying to save children, yada, 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 doesn't matter. But I said that if they were able to remove a game or delist a game such as No Mercy, when are they going to stop? Are they going to stop with GTA? No, it looks like I'm right all along. I'm right again. Man, it feels good to be right. So I said that if they're going to remove a game like No Mercy, they're going to go after GTA. They're going to go after any game that they deem that's not okay in terms of TOS or whatever, trying to protect women or whatever bullcrap that these ladies, these collective shout people are talking about. It doesn't really matter. It's because now they're going after games like GTA Saints Row, and it might be at risk of being delisted by freaking payment processor. So games like GTA and Saints Row at risk of being delisted amid mass censorship. So this is huge. So any game that they said that is not good, we don't want to sexualize women, we don't want to do any, we're going to protect the woman and stuff like that. That's all bullcrap. And you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. This is a step for censorship in general. GTA 6, one of the most highly anticipated games of all time, freaking time, coming out next year, and it might be delisted if these crazy collective shout, middle-aged, ugly, fat Karens win. And they have already won in parts of the world. Australia, UK, they're going after the EU, and they're coming for the US. And they're not gonna stop. Mass censorship has been a heated topic of discussion following recent changes in the UK. On the gaming front, companies like Visa and MasterCard have pressured platforms like itch.io and Steam to remove games with inappropriate content. So if a kid or a person that's underage was able to get access to a game that's inappropriate and I guess or mature, it is not the gaming company's fault. It is not Steam or itch.io's fault. It is the parents' fault. But here's the thing. I played a lot of mature games when I was young. Like I played Call of Duty. I played like Left 4 Dead. I played a lot of like games when I was young. I played Mortal Kombat, which is the game that sparked the ESRB. So they're not going to stop. Like I said, they're not going to stop. And this does not really pertain to adults. Is because if it's an adult engaging with these content like GTA, Saints Row, No Mercy, it's an adult thing. It's an adult game. Why not just let the adults play the game, right? Because they're trying to protect children. They're trying to protect women. So using that as a Trojan horse, these Democrats, these Republicans, these people who don't really do any research, just reading anything, just face value, they will be like, oh, this is trying to protect everyone. We're trying to protect people from watching porn, and we're trying to protect people from degeneracy online. Let's go ahead and agree and unanimously just ban everything that we deem not appropriate. A great person that is actually for all the censorship that's amongst our sphere, or at least the content creator sphere, is John De La Rose. John De La Rose is in favor of censorship. He's in favor of Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, removing things online. They actually agree with collective shout The only thing that he does not agree with Collective Shout on is furry stuff, because John De La Rose love furry stuff, which is crazy. Although the situation is still developing, another platform has warned gamers that the situation could become far worse. In the future, even major AAA companies or games could be impacted by these problems. Now, here's the thing. In the future, it says it could be impacted by these problems. However, it is indie developers and AA studios have already been impacted. A lot of games and developers that don't have the backing, the financial backing or resources will get delisted because they don't have money to fight back, right? So why it matters? Gamers are split on the recent events. Many believe that titles should not be outright delisted since this can go against the principle of freedom of speech and freedom of expression, okay? And this will also impact a lot of LGBTQ video games as well. I know some of you guys maybe play those. Doesn't really matter, right? But anything that falls under whatever Collective Shout or whatever these payment processors deem inappropriate content, they will outright ban. And the thing is that they're doing this in the guise of being morally good, which is really, really bad. According to Game on Linux, Zoom Platform, a retro game seller, has recently faced problems with payments similar to itch.io. The platform claims that it has contacted about concerns about the type of content available on their site, after which it began the discussion with PayPal and Stripe to each a mutual agreement. So PayPal, of course, is one major one. Stripe is also a major one. And Stripe isn't just going after inappropriate content. They're going after content creators themselves. Michael Knowles, a guy from the Daily Wire, he has an account, and most of the stuff that are for X or for Twitter, how you get paid out in terms of advertisement or revenue or whatever is through Stripe. And he wasn't able to get any payments or any payouts from X through Stripe is because Stripe deemed his content inappropriate or sensitive content, right? It has nothing to do with adult content, sexual behaviors of attacking women or children or whatever. It was just him being him. And Michael Knowles is a very PG guy. He doesn't say like terrible things. He doesn't cuss. He doesn't use profanity. But yet his account was sort of the payment processing did not pay him out through Stripe. So it's not just video games now. It's also targeting people based off their political background or their religious background. Zoom Platform does not currently intend to remove any available content, has already begun exploring alternate pay options, so it's payment options. However, retro game seller believes that this is just the beginning. It warns that franchises like GTA, Duke Nukem, and Saints Row are potentially at risk. Among these IP, GTA would be the biggest target since the series has history of being controversial due to its satirical and over-the-top nature. And the reason why people like Collective Shout and people who agree with this, the reason why they want to get rid of it is because that there was violence against women in the video game. Now, this is fake. This is fiction. It's not real. It never has been real. And you're not even talking about payment processors being like mean to video game companies, right? Because payment processors have tried to deny people from buying firearms in the past, and I talked about this before. And according to their TOS, they said that as it is against their TOS if you're doing anything that is endangering minors, sexually assaulting women, and bestiality, or anything that's illegal, right? So you have like 4 to 5 things, but everything in GTA, Duke Nukem, Saints Row are all fiction. A work of fiction. Now, let's say they did go after this and they won. Something like No Mercy, right? They also delisted a bunch of not safe for work stuff from itch.io and a lot of food stuff off of Steam. Don't ask me how I know. But the thing is, what about Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones has everything I mentioned, right? What's it called again? Endangerment of minors, sexually assaulting women, like freaking basically killing and stuff like that in a TV show. It has everything, excuse me, besides bestiality. So, are they going to, remove the payment processing from HBO Max? Are they gonna do that to them? Probably not. It's because they have the money to fight for it. And the thing is, video games has always and will always be a low-hanging fruit. It's easy for these people, these insane, like, satanic panic, gun grabbing people and stuff that happened back in the 80s is the same stuff. They've been trying to go after video games for a long time. They tried to go after Magic the Gathering, saying that it's satanic. They tried to go after video games, saying that it basically it equates to adolescent violence or male teenager violence. This is always the same bullshit that we've been getting over and over and over again. And once those have been debunked, like the freaking violence between the correlation of the Columbine shooting and Doom, or what, Duke Nukem or whatever, they tried to get that shit banned, but then there have been multiple resources and studies saying that has actually nothing to do with any of that kind of bullshit. And given the fact that there is a case study over that, they stopped going after guns in video games. Doesn't mean that they actually completely stopped. They just toned down their fucking rhetoric. All right? Getting the DDM4 and suing Daniel Defense in Call of Duty because one of the people used the DDM4 in a school shooting or whatever. That fucking sucks. And then it's like, well, your game had the Daniel Defense M4 in it, and this person used a Daniel Defense M4 in it. That means that we can sue you. Oh, this video game has a Toyota Tundra in it, and someone ran over a bunch of people with a Toyota Tundra. I'm going to sue GTA. I'm going to sue Activision because do you know how stupid that sounds? This is so fucking retarded. GTA 6 is on track to launch next year. The game could face problems as new approach to censorship continues and expands to evolve. Elsewhere, the UK has mandated facial recognition and age verification for access to various types of content. Even Nvidia's PC application now demands age verification for those who are to adjust their settings. That's crazy. That's insane. But here's the thing, though. It is true. It is true. This is from earlier today. All right, so I'm going to show right over here. It says the internet is genuinely dead. This is r/YouTube. And what do we see here? One person in the UK tried to use a VPN proxy and it was detected. To continue, turn off your VPN proxy. This will allow YouTube to locate the best content. There it is. It's already happening. All right. And this is bigger than video games. It is bigger than entertainment. They're going after everything. Like I said, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, la da 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 da. My penis goes around the la da 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 da. That's the shit that's been happening. I just got this for the first time. I live in UK, so I don't want to submit ID. It is so sad that the internet has breached this level of piracy. I'm sorry, not piracy, privacy. It used to be a place where people who can't express their views in real life could express it here. But now all of that is gone. It is no longer autonomous. We need a new autonomous space. This is it. This is what they wanted. And they unfortunately are winning. They are gaining ground. All right? They are literally gaining ground, and we cannot let this happen. Because if they if this happens, this comes to fruition, and they win, say goodbye to GTA 6. Say goodbye to anything. All right? They're already going after adult games right now. What do you think they're going to stop? You think they're going to stop with adult games, like mature games, right? You think they're going to stop with Stellar Blade, GTA 6, Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers? You think they're going to stop with God of War? You think they're going to stop with fucking Last of Us? Call of Duty? Anything. Because once this happens, this is all sexual things, right? And then they're like, okay, now we have to stop violence, just gun violence in general. Remember, Collective Shout is an Australian company. Collective Shout is a bunch of grassroots, middle-aged women with nothing better to do who are fat and ugly. They're the ones who's in charge, all right? And one of the CEOs, her acronyms are MTR. She is actually on the board of MasterCard. This is happening. It's happening to UK. It already happened on Australia, and it's going to happen in the EU. They are trying to implement VPNs. I mean, to ban VPNs and have age verification. They're already trying that. And whoever is pro, no, oh, will somebody please think of the children and the women? It's like, no, you guys are doing this because you think that it's going to help. It actually doesn't. This is censorship down to the core. This will censor everything, and it will get worse and worse and worse. So once they ban all of the M-rated games, they're going to go after the T-rated games. All right, like Street Fighter. They're going to go after Street Fighter. They're going to go after fucking what's it called again? Ratchet and Clank. They're going to go after. They might even go after Mario in the future. Maybe because one of them got a boner looking at Donkey Kong. But this is just a first step. We gotta let our voices be heard. Call your representatives. Call the people that work at Visa and MasterCard and politely tell them we don't want this. If we call them and yell at them, berate them, harass them, our message will never be. They'll never hear our message. It will never get to them. So we can't be angry. We gotta let them know we don't want this. This is freedom of speech. Freedom of expression. You guys are impeding on all of that. This is a video game. This is not real life. What about movies? What about TV shows? Right? Because like if they're not going after that, why? And then they're gonna be, oh yeah, you're right. We should go after that. So they're gonna go after anime. They're gonna go after manga, comic books. I don't know, ebooks. They might even ban 50 Shades of Grey now. Hey, this actually might be a good thing. If they ban 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight, I might be okay with this. But overall, I am not pro-censorship. I am always anti-censorship. And whenever people are like, oh, are you trying to defend a game like No Mercy? And the fact that it's about rape, it's about sexual assault. I was like, bitch, first of all, you didn't play the game. Second of all, are you pro-censorship? Are you pro-censorship? Yes or no? If you are, say so. All right? We have to call them out. We have to out Karen the Karens. Just letting you know. Collective Shout is a bunch of fat women and ugly women that have nothing better to do to go around and ruin people's good times. And they are basically being Karens. They tried to go to Steam. Steam was ignoring their messages for months. So they went directly to the manager, which is Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal. And it worked. What we need to do, because there's more of us than them. What we can do is out Karen the Karens. We can reach out to MasterCard, PayPal, and Visa and let them know. Let them know we don't want this. We never did. All right. If you guys are going to continue to do this, I'm just going to start using parallel economy. I'm not going to use Visa card, MasterCard, or PayPal anymore. Right. And that's the reason why Dan Bongino has parallel economy, because for something like this, you can get debanked. You can get deplatformed just because of your political views or whatever. Now it's video games. Now, more importantly, we need someone bigger than Dan Bongino, such as Elon Musk. We need like Tesla Pay or something like that. We need like X Pay or something like that. Maybe also make like an X card, or maybe also make like a streaming browser like X videos. Like that could be really, really good. And if Elon Musk makes X videos, I think it'll be a lot of really good shit there that can counter YouTube. X videos is not an adult site, right? It's not. I don't think so. Keck W? Nah. Mm-mm.